Hi everyone, welcome in this tutorial on upgrading to Drupal 9. I recently upgraded like 5 or 6 websites to Drupal 9. It was quite a mess. Composer issues are hard and this can help you. I've added it to a blog post tackling composer issues when upgrading to Drupal 9. There are some things that you better know before starting. But in this tutorial I will do it one upgrade of a site as well. So the first thing you want to do when you start is you want to make sure you're at the latest version. It's 8.9.16 I guess. So run composer update and make sure your packages are at its latest version. That's an important one. The second one is to remove all unused modules first from your composer.json. Here's a trick, drush pm list, blah, blah, blah. This will result in a list of unused contrib modules that are still on your system. You know, when you're developing, you're installing a module, etc., then you uninstall it, but you forget to remove it from your composer. This might help to uninstall them. You'll get a list with some modules and you can remove them. Because there are contrib modules that really can block an upgrade to Drupal 9. That's why this is important. A second one is make your custom theme compatible and your custom modules, of course, but you can also skip this first and do this in the last step. We will get to it. Then remove Drupal console first before you start, because console depends on a certain Symfony version that's not compatible with Drupal 9, and you get into this gigantic loop you better don't want to be in. Another step, and this is where we will start. So I've upgraded to my latest Drupal version. Then what you want to do is you'll go to composer.json. I'll show it here. So this is a composer file that's it's from a real life project. So as you can see, if you require packages, always make sure you do it like this, you know, greater than. The version should be greater than. If you use fixed versions, you might get into trouble later. If you run composer update with all these greater than packages, you really have everything that's the latest version. For example, here I use Drupal core recommended greater than 8.9.0. So I make sure this way that it's 8.9.16 at this moment. So I want to remove them. Also, my core composer scaffold, that was some kind of something that was necessary in Drupal and in the later Drupal 8 versions, but it's not necessary anymore. So you want to remove this, but also your core recommended. And this might seem a bit strange, but believe me, this will save you a lot of time. So, okay, we'll go to our terminal and we're going to run composer update. Voila. And this will remove my Drupal installation, but it will update a lot of the dependencies of my contrib modules. And I figured out that this was the best way to perform these kind of upgrades. So you'll see that there's a lot of Symfony stuff updating right now. Just a lot of vendor packages. There might be some contrib updates as well. Not that I see here. But okay, we're done. This was one of the first things that we needed to do. Second one is, and I'll go back to my blog post as well because I have to look into this myself. Second one is yeah, if you have drush or devel, also make sure they're at some late version. I will have to look up my drush version. it's larger than 9. I'm probably already at 10, but I will do this. So 10.0.0. Then you want to add my core recommended package again. So let's add it to the bottom. Make sure you use core recommended and not core. This will make sure you won't get into trouble with some compatibility and stuff. So okay, let's run composer update again. Sorry, I think you haven't seen this in my screen, but yeah, I added it here at the bottom. So here I added Drupal / core recommended, excuse me. But you want to add 9.0.0. So not the latest Drupal 9 version, no, 9.0.0. And we will run composer update again in the terminal. Let's go. And here, most probably, this will result in some problems. So this is where the fun starts, of course. It's updating my dependencies. Yeah, here it is. So we got some stuff, and one thing you see, so there's an issue going on with Drupal / Swift mailer. Now, you may get into updating Swift mailer and stuff like that, but this will lose you a lot of time. And what I do is I just remove these lines from my composer. Let's go ahead and look for a Swift mailer, and I remove him. Okay, let's run it again. And as you will see, this is not the only package that has these issue. All right, here Drupal / reCAPTCHA. Okay, let's remove it. And I also know that this is not the only one. So reCAPTCHA, and I also know that linkit is giving me some troubles. Okay. Will this be the last one? Let's hope. So I removed again some packages, composer update. Field formatter, that's my last one, I guess. Okay. Composer update again. You might not have seen it, but I also removed the line with a contrib module field formatter. It's updating, and there it is. I see my Drupal 9 coming in. All right, very cool. So don't let some contrib incompatibility issues stop you from upgrading. Just remove the lines, and we'll add them now. We'll add them afterwards. That's maybe the biggest tip I can give you. Just remove the lines that are causing trouble, and then then add them afterwards. So in our case, and you see I'm getting my latest rush, etc. No, there's a lot of stuff coming in here, and I'm even having some downgrading. This probably has to do with me removing my Drupal core at first. Still don't know why this is working better than all the other things I did, but okay, we don't have to question everything. I'm waiting for this to be finished. Just a little sec. And what's the next step? The next step is that we require these modules which we had issues with again. So I'm go ahead and I'll do composer require Drupal / Swift mailer Drupal slash reCAPTCHA, Drupal slash field formatter. Was it field formatter or field formatters? Let's have a look. It was field formatter. Was that all? Drupal slash linkit. Having an issue with my field formatter. Okay, so when I go to the project page of field formatter, so I'm gonna head drupal.org/project/field formatter. I will see that there is a version that has Drupal 9. So why is this not working? Good question. I really don't know, but there's a solution for this. We'll have to require the specific version, and this will work. So in this case, it's 3.0.0-alpha 2, so we'll go ahead and do that. So I'm gonna remove the line from my first requirement. All right, again an issue. Link it. This is the same. So if we'll go ahead and drupal.org/project link it, it's the same. There is a version that has Drupal 9. So okay, how do we solve this? Require specific versions. So first require my Swift mailer and my reCAPTCHA. Yeah, there they are. All right. 2 to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and type composer require Drupal/linkit, and then the specific version constraint, that is, I'm waiting for my updates on my composer. It's a bit slow, I guess. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Yeah, I might find a trick to pause my movies before having stuff like this. Maybe I'll go ahead and show my blog post again first. So we're now in this. So for linkit, I had to require a specific version in order for it to work. So let me go ahead and copy paste this. Yeah, there it is, finally. And there I have my second one, the last module, and we're finally there, upgrading to Drupal 9. And believe me, I've lost some time with it, especially the first 2 times. The documentation on the internet, it seems like everyone is in some different kind of situation, and it's quite painful, I guess, because everywhere it's said that it's such an easy upgrade, but I don't think it is. So composer require Drupal/field formatter semicolon 3.0.0 alpha 2. And there we are. Okay, if you have a module that's really incompatible, so on the Drupal.org page there is no version of for Drupal 9, then remove it from your composer and add it to the custom module with a patch. So you're gonna have to patch it yourself. Maybe it's just the version constraint in the .info file that you need to change, like we have to do in our custom theme. But don't let this stop you from upgrading to Drupal 9. Like 1 or 2 contrib modules, especially when they're small, just patch them yourself by adding them to your custom module, and your Drupal installation will pick them up and you can upgrade later on. for example. All right, we're done. Let's go ahead to our blog post again. So what you want to do now is we have upgraded to Drupal 9.0.0. We have to perform our database update. So you go to your sites, my site, and then drush updb. And all right, after this, you're gonna go to your your composer file again, and we're gonna update our core recommended. And we'll just add the hat. I don't know what it is in English. I call it the hat. There it is. And we're gonna go drush updb again. I don't know if you see my, okay, there it is. Drush updb, sorry, I'm saying it wrong, composer update, of course. Now we're upgrading to, I guess, Drupal 9.2. And that's also an experience. Don't upgrade directly from 8.9 to 9.2. It doesn't work, it gets you issues. There it is, Drupal core upgrading. And a lot of other stuff is upgrading as well, because there are so many dependencies for Symfony alone. But also for Drupal, it's a lot. Okay, there it is. I'm also sharing some other stuff. If you might have some issues, like if always the same package comes up, you can run composer y, and then it will tell you what the problem is. This can help you looking up the real problem. Then also, if you're using Composer 2, you might have some upgrade problem with Composer/installers, but this might fix it. Then porting your modules. This is also an extra I would like to share to you. It's not because you've upgraded your Drupal Composer, your core Drupal and your Composer file and modules, that everything will work directly. You might have written some custom code, and then this can cause, white screens of that. Therefore, we have a solution. It's from, I don't know his name, but he has a lot of Drupal excuse me, Drupal, how would I say it, test-driven development stuff. So we would like to require Drupal check. There it is. So with Drupal check, you can check your custom code for incompatibilities. I have, in this project, I have one custom module, which is nothing more than an alter on entity autocomplete. I found it on GitHub. It might be incompatible. It probably is, but with this tool we can check everything. And also our custom theme. We have a .theme file which contains PHP and maybe some deprecated functions. So really important to test this out. So there it is, and we will run Drupal check -a web modules custom. This takes a while. Maybe I'll just show the blog post. So we run Drupal check -a web modules custom, and then I get this result. So alter entity complete, I get the file where the issue is, and then call to an undefined static method Drupal entity manager. And this is a deprecated function. This has to be Drupal entity type manager. When I change this and then clear my caches, I finally have resolved my Drupal 9 website, and it's running. So As a conclusion, is this a bit harder than expected, and you should make sure your contributed and custom modules are ready. When you get a better understanding of Composer, you will realize what's going on. And a warning, please use at least contributed modules as possible. Stick to core. This is also what I tell you in my book. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out. It's about learning Drupal 9 as a framework. Good luck, and let me know in the comments if you're able to upgrade. See you, bye.